What up, man? What up, y'all? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? I am live. I kind of like going live. You know what I'm saying? On my channel, and I want to kind of talk to you guys about a subject. I just put the video up this morning, right, about how I feel like Black Girls Rock is a piece of crap, right, and how it really does a lot of bad things in our community, right. And what's good? What's good, man? What's good? What's up, Grand Ride? Thank you. What's up, y'all? So anyway, there was a particular video or commenter who made a comment that I always hear, and I really think it's a comment from a place of just, I dare I say, lack of experience being a builder. Not that the brother's not building now, I don't know, but I could tell that's a young brother talking like that. That is not used to having resources. And the reason I'll say that is because, brothers, let me explain something to black men. When you got resources, you don't have to put up with a lot of shit, man. I need to kind of, what's up, bro? What's up, franchise? You don't have to put up with a lot of bullshit that a lot of guys bitch about. Like, you go on YouTube, you got to understand the seed and understand the, should I say, prism or background through which some of these messages are coming from. You see, a black man that has resources don't have to put up with a lot of bullshit. You got resources, you can stamp your passport, get the fuck on up out of that. You ain't got to deal with a bunch of bullshit. I saw a brother make a comment saying, well, it's going to be interesting to see black men try to get black women to come off the feminism when they've tasted it and shit, some shit like that, right? Let me say this right here. First of all, black women ain't really got no damn power in America worth of shit. They got token positions, right? And the reason that a lot of black women do the shit they do is because they're acquiescing to the power of people who don't give a fuck about our community. So this is why, like in the plantation, for example, I'll give you an example. Back in the days, they said a lot of the overseers on the plantations were black women. It wasn't always a black man, like we will see in the movies. A lot of overseers were black women. And you might be like, see, these bitches are this and these bitches are that. Let me say this right here. When it's always, well, I ain't gonna say women will always follow the man's lead. Yeah, and a lot of black women ain't liking some of this crazy feminism bullshit that these women are on right now. But let me get the point out. A black woman back in the day would be an overseer on a slave plantation, right? Let's look at that environment. Let's say you a black man and you own the fucking plantation. I know this is a bad analogy, but let's say you own the plantation. You black man, so you got a certain dog in the fight. You think a certain way. You get what I'm saying? You might run that shit a little bit different than the white man runs his shit. But you gotta first get your shit together so that you can put green light movies. You gotta get your shit together so that you can have a job that you can offer this black woman. You gotta be able to produce. See, we thinking from a level of where we are now. Black men ain't got shit. We ain't doing what the fuck we supposed to do. We got an average net worth of $5,000 or $1,100 after all. Like, black people don't own and control shit. Now, I ain't saying there's a lot of factors that go into that, but I'm talking about where we are today. You can't look at where we are today and try to then turn around and say, well, this is why, even if we get our shit together, this. How the fuck we don't got our shit together? We don't got our money right. Let me tell you something. I'm just telling you what I know. I do all right for myself. Look, a lot of shit you don't have to put up with. You can hop a plane and go wherever the fuck. You can't just, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of shit you don't stress that shit. That's why you don't hear me talk about it. Because it's easy. Like, I ain't trying to be braggadocious. Getting a woman that gonna give you some cooperation and give you some act right ain't as hard as y'all think it is. You hear it on YouTube because one of the main factors that a lot of these people aren't really talking about, and they're kind of ignoring the elephant in the room. A lot of these brothers ain't got no resources. A lot of these brothers ain't got shit together where they can leave and go where the fuck where they will get cooperation. You can go to Africa. You can go to Brazil if that's what you think you're gonna get cooperation. And if you don't think it's no woman on earth, all you need is one. If really what you want is a wife, let's go there for a sec. If really what you really want is a wife, you can find a woman that'll give you some cooperation. Now, come on now. You mean to tell me you done went through your whole life and ain't found one chick? It ain't about that. It ain't even about that. Let's be honest. A lot of brothers out here want to fuck as many women as they can. And they ain't really trying to find a wife. They ain't really trying to, they'll come on YouTube and talk that shit. They ain't serious about getting no wife, getting married for real. Fuck out of here. That ain't what they want. And I'm not trying to, belittle brothers for what they want. I mean, you want what you want. But let's keep this shit real. Now, don't be coming up here talking about black women ain't gonna submit. First of all, a woman will submit if her boss, if I'm a black man and you working in my company and you work for me, and let's say I'm a movie producer, right? Let's go there. See, because I'm gonna do my own social engineering. See, the small hats come into the black community and do social engineering and do what the fuck they want to do, and they come from their worldview. That's why you see Mara Brock Akil putting the bullshit out that she put out. That's why you see Ava DuVernay doing that little movie, A Wrinkle in that whack ass shit, A Wrinkle in Time. You see black women like Issa Rae doing the shit they doing and saying the shit they saying. Why? Because a white small hat, I ain't gonna say the other word, a white small hat gave them the check and signed in front of the check. Now, me as a black man, I got my perspective, right? And I'm gonna tell you, there's only one guy in America that has that is even in that position right now to do some shit like that, and that's Tyler Perry. He the only guy I seen that did Daddy's Little Girls from a black male perspective, and the black woman wasn't shit that he was with, that he had the children with. See what I'm saying? We've actually seen this before. But see, the thing is, we as black men, we not in a position of power. We can't sign checks. And instead of us focusing on that, we'd rather come and bitch and moan and whine and complain instead of just build, man. Just build. Shut the fuck up and build. Get your shit together. Stop worrying about what a woman is gonna do when you got your shit together. Because let me tell you something. If you feel that way about black women, you go get any woman to give you some act right. If that's the case, if you got your shit together, if you doing what the fuck you say you doing, if you really are what you say you are, then you could get a woman to give you some act right. If that's really what you're capable of doing. But a lot of these brothers that's bitching ain't got their shit together. They not really what the fuck they think they think more of themselves than they really are. Or they just young and ain't had time to really fill in and get their shit together like they need to. That being said, whatever the situation or whatever the circumstances, stop complaining and get your shit together. Just worry about that. Worry about getting yourself straight first. Stop trying to be so much focused on, man, black women ain't gonna do this, black women ain't gonna do that. Because I could go right now, the same shit I'm bitching about with Ava DuVernay and all these women that's the black girls rock. If I'm a black man and let's say I got my own equivalent of BET, I'm gonna do a black man rock. That's gonna be, and I'm gonna put that shit in prevalent position. And a lot of sisters, I've heard this from women, there are a lot of sisters that understand the importance of why you should bolster your men. I've actually met women that understand what the importance of bolstering black men. Those are the women that I'm gonna put in front and have in the forefront of my shit. Women that think right, women that got their mind, their head screwed on right. Those are the women that I'm gonna put in my black men rock or whatever the type of shit I'm gonna build. But the problem is, do you have your own network? Do we have our own, like we had Bob Johnson? Bob Johnson did the Million Man March. Think about that shit. I mean, just look at what you're saying. When black men had they shit, when black men had some shit that they controlled and they was signing the front of the checks, BET wasn't on that fuck shit. They did the Black Man March, the Million Black Man March. They had wall-to-wall coverage of that shit. 24 hours a day. They was leading their commercials. Exactly. Ownership is king. They were leading their commercials talking about the only place to get your coverage of the Million Man March. They was proud of that shit. They would have their BET News, which they don't have no more. They had BET News, and BET News would literally show you clips of the Million Man March when it would come on. That was the entry to it, the bumper music and all that shit with Farrakhan and all that shit up there. They would show Spike Lee. They would show real black masculinity. There was nothing wrong with that. You see what I'm saying? They would show this shit. So what's up, y'all? What's up, man? Ownership is king. BET should do a black man rock. They don't. They won't do that because black men don't control it. And then when I start talking about it and say, hey, man, talking about why it's counterproductive, brothers saying, well, even if we get our shit together, they're not going to submit. Well, you ain't got your shit together. So how you know? Get your shit together first, and let's see. Because I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you how I know that's the truth. Look at, and now I ain't gonna lie. This is a bad example, but look at that YFN Lucci bullshit, right? This nigga did the damn, what is it? I forget the name of it. The damn cucumber challenge. The video I did the other day, right? You got women breaking their neck to get attention from these niggas. Why? Because they feel like these niggas is on. Women, black women, these are the women that a lot of these niggas that's bitching, these are the type of women they really want to fuck, right? So these are the type of women that they want. What are those women drawn to? Now you say, well, they drawn to thugs and drug dealers. Yeah, but they drawn to these guys because they think, okay, these are the guys that have resources. So I'm sorry, there's no shortcut, black men. Your ass ain't getting up out of this. You will suffer and die if you do not build. You either build or die. That's just the way it is. Nobody's gonna give you shit, okay? Nobody's gonna come and give you resources. If you wanna reverse engineer the social engineering that the small hats are doing in the black community, then damn it, we need to have our own networks that are pro-black man and pro-black family. Because if you pro-black man, you are by default pro-black family. You see what I'm saying? That's it. Black business and financial literacy first. Our kids got to be taught to be bosses. Exactly. And exactly. You ain't lying, Sub-Zero. Yes, suffer and die, build, live for legacy. That's right. Exactly. So, people, I want you guys to get it, man, that, look, you can talk shit about black women. They ain't going to submit even if we get our shit together. Well, I mean, hey, get your shit together so you can catch a plane and go find a woman that will. So what's your excuse now? Fuck all that. I don't want to hear you talking about what they won't do if you get your shit together. I've yet to see us get our shit together first. Get your shit together and let's see. We don't have our shit together. So how you gonna sit up here and tell me what black women won't do when you can't sign the front of the check and offer this woman a job half the time? Brothers that can sign front of checks and can do, I bet shit just go a little different for them. It just does. I ain't saying that every guy, you're not going to have certain rejection. I'm not saying there aren't certain things. You still have to have all the shit in place. But I'm going to be honest with you. You talking about dating. I'm talking about social engineering and what goes on in our community. Those are two different things. Who a woman sleeps with is one thing. Who she signs up for and helps to build and falls in line for may be a different thing. See, a black woman might fuck a black man because she know that's where she can get some good dick from. But when it comes to who she gonna help build, she probably gonna help that white man. And sometimes she'll fuck the white man, but that's another video. But what I'm saying is she gonna help that white man because he can sign in front of her check. He can help her pay her bills. Can we do that? No. So the brothers that's talking about black women ain't gonna submit even if we got our shit together. I mean, if we owned our own black entertainment television network that was specifically coming from a black male perspective, and I was putting sisters on that had the right mindset, that were, if it is a black women's show, it's coming from a perspective of black women like the girl, what's her name, Ann Pope, what's her name, the sister that did the video, Rebecca Lynn Pope. I'll put sisters like her out there. You know what I'm saying? Women that are on a different path, that are telling our women about femininity, telling our women about when to shut the fuck up and quit arguing with your man and being petty and about nagging him when he trying to run a business or he trying to do some shit. Leave him the fuck alone or be up there nagging him. Shit, like women, there are women that tell they men. I've seen older women, I've met older women who used to tell they young married girls that, don't you nag your husband now, baby. You got to let him, he trying to, just don't nag him. Don't be on it. I've seen older women that from the 50s used to say shit that got married in the 60s and 70s, used to tell, but now, it's not like that because you got small hats socially engineering these girls from the time they 14, 11, 12 watching black girls romp. They grow up to be 24, 25, and now they up here screaming at a nigga like, you can't do shit for me and I don't need no black man. You had women in the 90s, saying little dumb shit like, I don't need no man. I can do everything. I'm strong. I'm independent. Back in the day, like the movie Two Can Play That Game. You watch Vivica, her ass still single looking for a man right now. But what was she doing in the 90s? Or late 90s. Go watch Two Can Play That Game. I'm a strong sister. And look at me. I made partner. I'm this. I'm that. Yeah, you talking all that shit. And you ran it. And look at that movie. She was trying to play them games with her man. That shit didn't work, did it? So that was actually a story that kind of really made sense. Like, you got a man that really cared for your ass. This dude had all this shit going for him. And what did she do? She played games with him and fucked it up. Trying to be all that strong, independent shit. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can miss me with that, man. Brothers, just listen to, if you're going to hear anything I got to say, get your shit together and build. Get your shit together and build. Don't be listening to these brothers out here telling y'all not to build. Now, I ain't gonna say not to build, but telling y'all shit like, well, they ain't gonna listen even if we got our money together. Well, how the fuck? Okay, let's say they don't got their money together. Why don't you fly? All right, come on, bro. Let's fly over to Brazil right quick. Oh, that's a $1,500 ticket round trip. You got it? Oh, you ain't got no money. You ain't. So how the fuck you know? You ain't got no shit. Like, get your money right. Get your weight up. Just like I'm on with black women by getting off your ass and working out and telling black women that beauty is their currency. Currency is your currency. If you're not a producer, shut the fuck up. I'm sorry. I don't want to hear shit from you about no black women. If you can't produce, you ain't shit to me. Like, I'm just being, right now we need to have men that are producers. If you a man, you should be producing. You hear me? That should be your utmost priority as a black man is, damn it, I need to produce. I can't be out here not producing and not doing what I'm supposed to do. That's not how it works. A lot of these dudes, man, I feel like they be making these excuses why they don't want to produce, why they don't, well, black women ain't gonna produce. Black women ain't gonna get right if I produce. But okay, let's say you doing pretty good for yourself. You making six figures. You not even necessarily six figures. Let's say you making 60,000, 70,000. You can save your money up and hop a plane and go wherever the fuck you want to go and spend time. You can save up your vacation time, go take a 2 or 3 week sabbatical or whatever. Or if you're an IT contractor in between projects, shit, you can take a 2-month sabbatical, 3 months, go overseas, you can find your woman that way. Whatever you trying to do, you could do that. You know what I'm saying? But all this excuse making has to end. It has to stop. I bet y'all like, where the hell is he? I'm around the corner, man. I'm finna take this urine test for this Project Monday. But what I'm saying is, that's all I'm saying, man. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Agreed, a woman has to know her role. That's it. It's almost like I made a video saying that, and I said that Black Girls Rock kind of ruins that, which it does. Black Girls Rock basically tells black woman, you all that, black girl magic, you this, you that. Oh, your men ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Your men ain't shit. Like the black women, I mean, I will admit, black women have a tendency to want to come back into their communities and give back and do certain things, whereas a lot of brothers will shun other brothers. I know brothers that are producers that'll tell you not to give a fuck about your community, not to care about young black boys. Don't come back and mentor black boys. Don't come back. We don't need it. No, we need black men coming back and helping. We need black men. Fuck the mama. You ain't got to say shit to the mom. And don't have me see, but we always come with excuses. Well, as soon as you do that, he's gonna be deprogrammed by this. Okay, well, shit. You only spend what a few minutes. You might spend a few minutes a day around a drug dealer, but that shit means a lot, don't it? You don't think about it for a second. You might go to school, get out, and you might be playing basketball in the gym. You see a drug dealer once or twice a week. He might come in there, play ball with y'all once or twice a week. He has influence on black kids. So why can't you have an influence on a child? You don't have to necessarily come back, you know what I'm saying, and marry the mother to really, you know what I'm saying? We make these weak ass, whimsical ass, flimsy arguments that nobody really wants to try to. And when I challenge it, I'm a simp. When I challenge it, I'm a simp. I'm weak. I'm giving these bitches an out, if you will, as they put it. No, brother. I'm gonna say it again. Get off your ass, produce, get off your ass, quit making excuses, get off your ass, go into your community and help young black boys and try to build and have some resources. And if you got a problem with Black Girls Rock, we need to have our own men that are able to financially. Can we even make a run after these? Rupert Murdoch runs Viacom, which owns BET. This is why they don't talk. This is why they didn't cover the Million Man March. That's why. When it was owned by a black man, look at how BET operated. You didn't see all this shit on BET when it was Down in Brothers. You didn't see that shit. You had men up there on BET News and conversation with Ed Gordon and all that shit. Used to have people, they used to cover black college sports and shit. Think about it. He sold it because I ain't mad at him. He had some sort of business. It kind of came down to business why he had to sell it. It became profitable. I don't even know if it was profitable when he sold it. So I don't knock him for selling it. But what I'm saying, the dude sold it for about $4 billion. I mean, I ain't mad at the guy. You know what I'm saying? He did his thing and he's still in the community doing. Bob Johnson does a lot of good things in the community. So I ain't got nothing but positive shit to say about Bob Johnson. Wish he didn't have to sell it. But wouldn't it have been nice if he could have sold it to another black man? See what I'm saying? But the issue is, a lot of us, we make excuses and we worry and focus so much on black women and what they doing. Bruh, black women ain't got no real power. Black women ain't got shit. I mean, I'm being honest with you. Black women have lesser net worth than we do. So, I mean, if a black man get his shit together, I venture to say, and if you got a certain rule and criteria, a woman gonna have to get her ass in line. She got to. If your shit together, she gotta get her ass in line. But if she feels like I ain't got to get in line, this nigga ain't gotten in, he can't sign in front of my checks, and this guy over here at so and so, this white guy or this small hat, you know what I'm saying? He doing this and he doing that. Yeah, exactly. So I mean, you're black. You know, says Bob Johnson, the Master P, got a foundation for the black community. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a fan of Tyler Perry. Shit, Tyler Perry is one of the few black men that actually signed the front of a check and put a brother in a film and showed black men in a positive light. A film of which we didn't support, right? Daddy's Little Girls. And even in the movie Good Deeds, if you look at that shit, man, that was some fly shit. We just don't think like that because we don't like Tyler Perry because he did Monday and all that. But the thing is, if you go look at those films he did, he's actually shown us in a strong, positive light. He's done that a few times. You know what I'm saying? In his films. Like the movie Temptation. Come on, man, a black tech guy who has a company flying in private jets, black dude, got his own tech firm. Now the dude one turned out to be an asshole, crazy. But her husband, look at him, he was a damn dentist. I mean, not a pharmacist. I mean, a black pharmacist. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? You got to look at stuff from a different perspective and not just always look at it from the mindset of and regurgitate these same tired ass arguments that we see on YouTube with brothers saying black women won't submit even if we get our shit together. You get your shit together, you can do social engineering too. When I say get your shit together, I mean be able to do what the small hats are doing to us in our community, coming and infiltrating our community because they have money. They can sign in front of checks and tell black women, hey, I want you to say this or say that on here. I want you to say some shit that's detrimental to your community. I want you to push this LGBT shit on your kids. I want you to tell a black woman she needs to have kids that are transsexual at 4 years old, 3 years old, telling him he a woman, giving him hormones and shit like that. Why is that shit happening? Because we like a city with no walls. We're not protected. We don't have nobody economically viable that thinks like me that will be able to get out there and do. We don't have enough of us. And when I try to encourage us to do it, not to say, when I say think like me, let me take that back because black men always want you to think like them, and especially in spirituality and shit like that. I don't know. I got a problem with that. So let me not word it like thinks like me, but has a perspective of a black first perspective, a brother who understands the importance of black family, a brother who doesn't mind speaking positivity on the black man and trying to lift up black men because he understands when you lift up a black man, he's in a strong position financially. You lift up the black family. Because if I'm your husband, I'm going to take care of your ass. If you my woman, I'm going to take care of you. See, the guy that speaks from traditional family values see that type of shit. See, LGBT trans kids ain't traditional family values. So your family's going to be fucked up when you got a situation like that. And that's what you're seeing. You see what I'm saying? So when you put a black man in a position to be able to compete with that shit and say, yeah, they giving you this whack ass programming over here on this, but come over here on my channel and you got black women that's telling sisters about submissiveness and how to be a good woman. You got black men that's telling brothers about providing, protecting. You got black people that have a community-minded mind state that think about their community, that give a shit, that ain't telling black little 4-year-old kids they need to be a homosexual, thinking about his sexual desires at 4 and 5 years old. Fucking sick, twisted, evil ass motherfucker. This is the shit, like, we getting bombarded with evil, demonic ass, small hat people. And then when I try to say something, instead of you wanting to fix it, you want to sue. Black women ain't gonna submit anyway. How the fuck you know? Get some money first. Let's see what happens. We ain't been in a position of power to know that. The last time, but I do know when we did see black men in the positions of power, women fall in line. I could give you name examples when black men have their shit together. Women ain't coming with that bullshit, because you come to my shit, you hear how I'm talking. You ain't coming up in my shit. If I got a channel or a network, let's say I ran a BET type network, ain't none of that LGBT shit gonna be on nothing. I'm not gonna have one motherfucker on that that's gay, not one. And if it is, it gonna be a whole different perspective. It gonna be a whole different perspective as to how, okay, he gay, but it ain't gonna be no glorified shit. You know what I'm saying? Gonna try to get his ass delivered from that. See, that's something they don't want to talk about. You can be delivered from that. I know people, girls and stuff, and people that was like that and got delivered from it. You know what I'm saying? They act like that's impossible. See, this is the type of stuff I have on my network. Or I have stuff like, you know, well, women, if it is a woman show, it's talking about how to be a better mate, how to be a better wife, how to be a better girlfriend. So like, they have them little talk shows and talk about, okay, first of all, he needs to have, I talk about talking about women being with brothers, how to pick a good man, how to get that brother a chance. That's why Madame Noir does the fuck shit they do. They went and got that stupid ass girl from Miami. I forget her name. She beautiful. Dark skinned black chick from Miami. I like them thug niggas. Why you think that is? We don't run Madame Noir. We don't own that shit. Small hats and white people and other people from other races own these damn networks. So they telling they getting the most worst, ratchet, Tiffany Haddish showing up selling chicken, shit like that. Let me tell you, so I wish you would have showed your ass up selling chicken at an event, and I'm over it. Oh shit. We done got rid of her ass. But see, we can't do that, can we? She's still doing movies. Because we ain't got no power, no wealth, no influence. We can't do shit. So we keep getting shitted on and mocked and destroyed by people that don't give a fuck, that come into our communities that have a different perspective, that look at shit different than we do. And we're not in a position to combat that shit with our own positive social engineering and program. We can't. Only place you can go is YouTube to hear somebody even halfway complain about some of the stuff that we all know in our heart of hearts is wrong. That's why Tiffany Haddish is what that's why they got Africa and that other chick, whatever her name is, from Miami, up there saying this shit about they want thug niggas and shit like that. See, you get on my shit, on my channel, I have a Rebecca Lynn Pope. I have women that have a certain mindset on it that's speaking completely different. See what I'm saying? And I'll have men up there telling you how to get your money right. Why it's important for you to raise your children. I have shit where we talking about that. These are subjects that we need to talk about. So when you grow up as a child, you already got that perspective. You already got a community-minded perspective. You're not looking at shit from the perspective of, well, shit, I don't really care like that. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck is that? Thought that was a damn gun or some shit. Anyway, but like I say, man, I just, we're not in that position, so we're gonna be continuously bombarded and attacked with things that I honestly think we can't stop until we as men. I think it's on us as men. I'm sorry, I'll hold us as men more accountable than I'll hold women. Because women ain't got no business building shit. I don't expect them to build. That's not a woman's job. That's not what you're supposed to be. If a woman got to build, we fucked. When they told the women in that commercial, well, you go listen to it. It's probably got a BET on YouTube. Go listen to the Black Girls Rock 2019 commercials. They literally have a point in there where this woman, you are going to be the builders in the of the 21st century. Like, huh? I'm not saying black women can't have businesses. I'm not saying black women can't get out here and do shit and have shit and do. I'm not saying that. I'm not shaming black women for having businesses and saying I'm not saying they need to be in the kitchen barefoot and pregnant, cleaning up the house. That's all they do. No, I'm not saying that. So don't come in my comment section and fuck with me about that. But don't think for 1 second that women aren't programmed to want to be taken care of. I ain't met too many women that want somebody to pay, that don't want a man to pay their bills and take care of them. Women love that shit. It's in their DNA. Now me, off the top, if you tell me some shit like that, I'm like, oh hell no, I ain't. But a woman want a nigga to take. They want to be saved, as they put it. You know, like Captain Save-A-Ho used to say the song. So of course, I ain't telling a man to be Captain Save-A-Ho. What I'm saying is, women want to be taken care of. I don't give a fuck how many businesses they run, how many. There's some sort of innate nature in a woman that wants that want to be taken care of, that don't want to be out here trying to fight all this shit by themselves, raising 3 and 4 kids, trying to be superwoman. But when most women you see in that situation, they say, well, I didn't want to be that. I was kind of forced into it because they don't want to do it. See what I'm saying? But I mean, a lot of them feel like I ain't got no choice because I ain't got no way out as a black woman. A lot of them feel that way. So that's it, man. Let me read a couple of comments. What did Slim Thug just post on Instagram? Oh, shit. I could just about tell you some damn degenerate shit he done posted on Instagram. Getting resources is key. Yep. So, like I say, man, I mean, I'm not a guy who Tanda. What's Tanda? Old Flint. But like I say, I'm not a guy who complains about it doesn't see. Thank you. Thanks, Green Machine. I'm not a guy who doesn't see the fuckery that our women are on in certain instances in our community. But you do have to understand a lot of the fuckery that you see is because they're sent to destroy your fucking community. They want to destroy your family. They want you not wanting to be with your women. You think they don't come into white? Let me give you a good example. Alice Walker's The Color Purple, right? The movie The Color Purple. Look at that shit. Oprah funded it, but it was white folks behind that film. White people. I guarantee you they probably were small hats. I'm sorry. I know you like that. That nigga think small hats do everything. Nah, but it's just every time I do follow up the line, it is a small hat. If it's the main company, Paramount, whatever, go to the top. Oh yeah, this guy, he's a small hat. Oh, okay. So what I'm saying is, let's look at Color Purple. The shit that they was doing in Color Purple, right? That they was doing, talking about black men, making us look bad, like how they played Harpo, made him like this little weak, spineless jellyfish, weak ass nigga. Then they talked about what's his name, Mister Fist in the Shade, Mister. You know him and you're black, you're ugly, yeah. You know that shit. They shitted on black men. Then look at Wait and Exhale. You know what I'm saying? Oprah has been put in her position by small hats. See what I'm saying? Oprah shitted on Michael Jackson, but she ain't gonna shit on Jeffrey Epstein. She ain't gonna do that. See what I'm saying? Let's go down there a little bit. Oprah shits on certain people because Oprah was put in her position and a battery was put in her back by small hats. This is well documented, right? So that's why Oprah does the shit she does. If we created a black Oprah who was a archetype of her, or again, not archetype, but just the opposite, if you will, of her, somebody who really gave a fuck about their community, we'd see a different, thank you, brother, Green Machine. We see a different perspective, but we don't. And the reason we don't is because, like I say, these people like Jeffrey Epstein, people like that, rich, wealthy people that, that run the banking and all these people are socially engineering our fucking communities. So this is why you see movies like Precious. This is why you see movies like, Waiting to Exhale, and you see shows like Empire with Lee Daniels. Who the hell gave Lee Daniels the money? Who keeps funding him to do the shit he does? He doing that damn super homosexual movie with this dude that's gonna be a homosexual superhero. Like, well, why? Who keeps funding Lee Daniels? He ain't done a good movie yet. He ain't done nothing good. I wouldn't even say Empire was good. I never watched it, so I don't know. But that shit was negative. Everything about Empire. He made the greatest character on the film, the best character on the film. The guy that had all the smarts and was the most cunning guy was the homosexual. Cause he gay. You know what I'm saying? Lee Daniels sick, man. Lee Daniels stood up at an award show and said that his grandmama told him at 4 years old, honey, you are a faggot, but so-and-so, and this, that. And I was like, wait a minute, your grandma told you at 4 you was a faggot? Shit. And he remembered that shit. I'm like, damn, you was fucked up from the word go. You was fucked up. This nigga is like the damn false prophet and beast rolled up into one, man. Like, that nigga be doing some damage. Like, you look at that shit that these niggas be talking about, that like Lee Daniels and all these people, movies like Moonlight. Do you know Precious is the most highest awarded black film in history? Precious. Go look it up. That film won more awards than any other black film in history. I think the second one is Moonlight. All these good ass black movies that we done had back in the day. That was good movies like Malcolm X, shit like that. Precious can't touch Malcolm X. Malcolm X is one of the greatest movies ever made. And although it was low budget, it was a hell of a film. Shaka Zulu. It was low budget, but it was a hell of a movie. That shit was deep. I love that damn movie, that miniseries. That should be award winning. But who signs the awards? See, let's go there for a second. Who gives the awards? Why is it that black people are complaining? ADOS black people are complaining because the people that are putting these people in charge are the small hats. They're the people that's picking non-ADOS people to play these roles of black, like Harriet Tubman. Who decided that shit? I know black folks, a lot of us are upset about that shit, but who decided it? Who decided to put that lady in that role? Small hats. They the ones that's greenlighting it. So until we get our shit together financially where we can greenlight our own shit and we can film our own shit how we want to film it and from the perspective that we want to film it at, we can't sit out here and tell black women, they ain't gonna fall in line. Shit, you probably could if you had some roles you can offer. Do we have any roles we can offer outside of Tyler Perry? He's the only black man that can, and he's by himself. You know what I'm saying? He don't have no system of whereby he can kind of do his own shit. When we did have one guy that tried to come from a real black masculine perspective, Nate Parker, the small hat sent a lot of those same liberal women to attack him. See what I'm saying? And a lot of sisters was dumb enough to go and follow that shit and not go see Birth of a Nation. So I mean, we could go down that road, but I mean, it's not gonna look good for us as black men because a lot of the shit that happens, we have to take responsibility for not doing our part. Facts. Sorry, we have not done what we're supposed to do as black men in our communities, and so women are really kind of like when you see the women operating like they do, is because we don't have certain things. Now, I can talk about racism and white supremacy as to why we don't have what we should have, and you'll be right in saying that. I'll agree with you. But I think when I say build, when you have a mindset not to build because you think the women still ain't gonna fall in line because of feminism, well, you don't know that till you get your shit together, do you? That's like saying, hey, man, I'm not gonna go to the store because all the red lights ain't green. I'm gonna have to sit there and stop it, and it's raining. You know, like I used to have a Jeep Wrangler, right? So the Jeep Wrangler, you can have the top off, it'll start raining, and if you ride like 30 miles an hour, you won't feel a drop. I know people think I'm crazy when I say that. You don't feel a drop of rain because the wind going over that Jeep is so strong that it stops the rain from falling on you. You don't feel the rain till you get down to like 10 miles an hour. Then it'll start falling in the Jeep, right? So I'm sorry, like if you are waiting for everything to be perfect before you build, then that ain't no excuse. You just don't want to build. Either that or you just got too much time on YouTube and you watching too many damn videos intellectualizing why black women are fucked up instead of saying, get your shit together. And if that woman is fucked, I'm not saying fucked up black women don't exist, but get your shit together and you can catch a plane and tell that woman to kiss your ass and go find you a woman that's going to give you some cooperation, be it in another United States city or in another country. But until you're going to have to build in it. Look, if you really want a financial legacy and to build and have a family and produce black children, then you need to be able to have some resources to get your ass up out of that your situation and go where you need to go to get some cooperation, if that's really what you say you want. So it ain't no excuse, man. I don't want to hear none of that shit about black women ain't this and black women ain't that. I don't want to hear. I don't know. That's why you don't see me make all these videos going in on black. I do attack. Or I shouldn't say attack. I do critique sisters. I do. I critique them. I just made a video about Lela Rochon. A lot of them got in their feelings when I said Lela Rochon has let herself go. I'm sorry. She did. She let herself go off the top. You can see it. And I said that sister was not on top of her game. She's still a decent looking sister, but she need to lose some of that damn weight. Her ass is fat now to say that don't mean the man won't cheat. That don't mean that. But if he do cheat, and she was if he was cheating and she was still slim and still was considered a sex symbol, still being able to do a lot of movies, people still chasing her ass, she might actually have somebody in the DM or somebody that she feel like, shit, he might really treat me right. This nigga ain't treat me right. Let me go see what this nigga talking about. But when you big as a damn house, ain't nobody checking for your ass. I'm sorry. So don't sit up here and call. See, and this is the thing. We have this witch hunt where we call people simps. No, I look at everything down the middle when it comes. I don't have to be in the middle just for the middle's sake. But I think a lot of things in the black community happen or, need to be addressed from both perspectives, not just from a male perspective. Not that I'm a woman. I'm saying everything doesn't need to be addressed from a pro-male perspective. Like a man telling people he's not going to raise his children is a fuck nigga by definition. If you're not going to raise your children, you part of the problem. If you're going to have kids and you're not going to help that woman take care of those kids and raise them children, but you want to keep out here fucking as many women as you can, you part of the fucking problem. You are. If you want to have kids and you want to be out here fucking all these baby mamas and shit like that, and you want to fuck them, but you don't want to be with them and be there. Like, okay, well, shit, you need to date women that don't have kids. If you really want a wife. But I don't want a wife. I just want to fuck. See, you got to be truthful to yourself. What do you really want? Because I don't think it's as hard to find a wife as these brothers making it out to be. I really don't. I think what's happening is they probably still want to be a little hoe too. It's a lot of that going on. I think most marriages, I'm going to go out on a limb. I might lose the subscribers when I say this. Most marriages end because of infidelity, because the man, a lot of men cheat. We do. And I said this shit the other day when I was talking about the cucumber challenge. Look at all this ass out here, man. I'm gonna be fair. Look at all this ass out here. Look at all these women out here doing the shit they doing. Go on Instagram when you get off this video. Go on Instagram, scroll down Instagram, and look at the shit them chicks doing for attention. And you telling me you finna settle down with one piece of ass? Let me tell you how brother, there ain't nobody gonna say this shit, but I'm gonna tell you the truth. Y'all might not like it, but I'm gonna say facts, okay? Let's say you got an iPod, right? And let's say you put one song, it's your favorite song. You love that song to death. You put that one song on your iPod or on your phone or whatever, right? That's the only song you can listen to for the rest of your life. How long is it gonna be for you don't even want to hear that motherfucker no more? What, about 3 days? Now, I ain't trying to say a relationship is over in 3 days. You just don't want to see the woman no more. What I'm saying is a lot of times what men don't want to admit, but I'll admit it, a lot of times what guys look at it, a woman is like going to the, like when Samore said it in King Queens of Comedy. She was like, when you go to the damn fair or to the amusement park and you riding all the rides and you having fun, and then you see this teddy bear you want to win. You go up and you play the game, and you get this big 6 foot tall ass teddy bear. But now you got to carry the big ass teddy bear around the amusement park the whole rest of the day. You can't ride none of the rides because you got this big bitch, that's how she said it. You know what I'm saying? What am I saying? Am I saying that marriage is a bad thing? No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying as men with the level of decadence and the shit that you see in the black community right now, a lot of brothers are addicted to porn. A lot of them are addicted to love pornography. They always around here watching flicks and shit like that. You got girls out here that's down. Look at that chick with YFN Lucci. This chick come out, shit, you need to get in and help your nigga and do the threesomes with him. And this bitch ain't got no morals. And she got kids. And she talking about, my children ain't gonna see my videos till they grown. Let me tell you something. Right now, if I see a video of my mom back 30 years ago talking about how she sucked her dick, or how she was doing that shit'll fuck me up, man. You think your kids, they ain't going, well, my mom, she was doing it. You look like a hoe up here talking about tell YFN Lucci he need to holler at a real bitch. Like, this how these chicks talking right now. What nigga want to get, a nigga want like, well, shit, this chick getting the ass away, shit, let me see if I can get some. That's how niggas think. Now I wouldn't touch that. I wouldn't touch her ass with a 30-foot pole and another nigga dick. That's just me. But what I'm saying is, it's so much like ass out here. So many. I'm telling you that as a dude who I ain't trying to be funny. It's never been hard for me to get women. So I'm just telling you, this shit is a temptation, and it takes self-control and discipline to say I'm just gonna be with this one woman the rest of my life. Because that's what you're doing when you say you get married. And a lot of men don't want to do that because they want to fuck as many. Corey Holcomb just said that shit. I think that's why marriage men aren't getting. It ain't that they out here looking for a wife. Man, please. It's some good women out here. I don't believe that shit. You tell me you done went your whole life and ain't met no good women. Why you ain't married them? Because you probably, well, I wasn't ready. Thank you. It's some truth that needs to be said, like on both ends of the spectrum. I think it's some women out here that ain't shit. It's some niggas out here that want to keep being hoes. But you know what I'm saying? Like, we need to just tell the truth. And that's it. I think a lot of dudes, because I hear people make these, I've seen dudes talking about they want a wife. I'm like, okay, so what you doing? How are you looking for a wife? What are you doing? What steps are you taking? You know, like, I'm gonna give you a good example. My homeboy has a good wife, right? You know what he did? So what he did was we had graduated college, and he went, and I'm finna get off this video, but I'm gonna tell this story. He was finna graduate college, right? So he was reading the book of Genesis with Isaac when Abraham got Isaac a wife. You know, Abraham told his servant to go to the city. And I know people get mad when I talk about the Bible. Hey, unsubscribe. But anyway, see you. Anyway, Abraham was talking about telling him, he's saying Isaac is getting 40 years old. He's turned into a man. Let me get him a wife. So he sent the servant to town, and the servant said, find me a woman in which, make sure she's gentle and this and that. And he said, see if she'll, So when the servant went a long way, I don't know how many miles. Now, Abraham was wealthy, right? So the servant goes these many miles to a village, and what happens is, as the servant's sitting there with the camels, I forget her name, not Rachel and Leah, it's Rebecca. I think her name's Rebecca. Yeah, Rebecca. Rebecca came up, and she started, she said, hey, she was nice. She came up, she was gentle. She's like, hey, do you want me to help you? She starts feeding his camels. And so the servant's like, man, she's beautiful. She got a good spirit about her. This is somebody. So the servant starts telling her about Isaac and how Abraham has sent him to find a wife for Isaac and this and that. So she said, okay, well, she was interested. So she went back with him. And that's how he wound up getting Rebecca. I know that's a biblical story. So I'm telling you that this is what my homeboy was reading. He was looking for a wife, right? So what he did, we was in Campus Outreach, the ministry based out of Briarwood in Birmingham, right? So we at Tuskegee, he done graduated, and we had went to Africa and stuff. He was talking to this chick in Africa. She was real nice looking, real, and he liked her. But he had this other chick, and what he did was he went and met with this older married couple that was involved in the ministry, right? And they said, he asked them, he was like, look, I'm looking for a wife. He actually said this. I'm looking for a wife. I want a godly woman, this, that. And they said, man, I know the perfect girl. Now, of course, he a country boy from Dothan. So he thinking, all right, now, I don't want no big heavy set mule looking chick. That's what he was telling me. I was like, yeah, they kept, no, she's beautiful. She's this, she's that. So he got a number, started talking to her on the phone. Next thing you know, he said, man, I like her, man. She got a heart for God. She this, she that. I'm telling you, this is what actually happened, right? And just so happens she was actually a virgin. Like, I know that's rare. You're never going to find. Agreed, that's probably rare. But even still, right? Because that don't necessarily mean that you're a good woman if you're a virgin or not. Not to say that, we ain't going to go there. Anyway, he met the chick. He finally got in the car and drove down because she was at Middleitch, Georgia, somewhere at Georgia State College. Anyway, she had just graduated and she was doing ministry on the campus herself. Black chick. She was pretty. She was a pretty girl. You know what I'm saying? He went down there, met with her, and probably about 3-4 months later, they was engaged. Didn't take him that long to get his wife. Now, am I saying that this gonna happen for everybody? No. But what this brother did was he used wisdom. If you really want that, if that's really, really what you want, you know what I'm saying? then that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? Now, this was a girl that was out there laboring for the Lord. This ain't some girl that was just going to church and then, that's it. I'm telling you, this girl, somebody who really was trying to live right. You know what I'm saying? And other people spoke of her character that knew her. Now, what he did was, he was smart. What he did was he checked her out before he even knew, before he ever called her. He checked her out with 4 or 5 different people. He called people that he knew down there. He called people that knew her. He checked her reputation. And everybody said the exact same thing. See, we don't hear, I know probably you probably will never hear black people on YouTube talking about how they found a wife, what to look for. So maybe you do. I don't know. I'm not going to be that damn assuming about it. But the point I'm trying to make is he actually took his time and invested time looking, Milledgeville, thank you. Milledgeville, Georgia. All right, thank you. But anyway, he was looking for, and he did what he was supposed to do. And they got married. You know what I'm saying? That's just that. Now, I mean, it ended in a horror story because he wound up cheating on her. But she was faithful. She was a good woman. And she kept trying to forgive him. But this is my homeboy. I'm telling the truth. Right? I ain't say his name, so I can do this. I can tell the whole story. But he wound up cheating on her. He knew he was wrong. And he told me today he would give anything to get his wife back. You know what I'm saying? He said, man, every time he would cheat, she took him to the church. They would go through church discipline. See, this was real church. I know y'all don't believe that happens, but it's churches out there they was putting him through church discipline, stuff like that. And he submitted to it. He was trying to do right. He just couldn't stop being a hoe. That was on him, but she was a good woman. She was a good, it is what it is. That's how he found her. That's how he found his wife. He used wisdom. If you're looking for a wife for real, if you really are serious and you're not just talking, then you want to try to find, it may not necessarily be through the ministry. I know some of y'all are atheists, whatever. But at the end of the day, or not even necessarily atheists, whatever you are, agnostic, whatever. But at the end of the day, whatever you are, it's ways to do it. You know what I'm saying? You can't just say it and then hop in the damn club on a Friday night in Atlanta somewhere and tell me you finna find you a wife. That's lazy. That's lazy. You can't just say it and go hit some chick up in the DM on Facebook, although you can hit a chick up and that might be the way God chooses. And it might be the way you might actually meet your wife. I don't know. But I just don't think chances are statistically that you're going to meet a good woman in a club in Atlanta on a Friday night. Something. Can you? Yeah. Women go out just with their girls just to have fun sometimes. But, I heard a guy talking a while ago talking about he was in the club and the woman talking about she having threesomes and shit. I'm like, nigga, why are you in the club looking for a wife? I go to the club to have a good time, or if you trying to get something to poke on, if that's what you trying to do, you trying to get somebody you want to sleep with, but you don't go to the club talking about you looking for a wife. He actually said that. I didn't say nothing. I was like, you don't know how to look for a wife. You don't know what you're doing. See what I'm saying? And there's such a disconnect between the younger generation and the older generation. A lot of us don't even have older people we can call. He checked this chick's reputation. See, she didn't have no MySpace. This was before MySpace. No Facebook. She had none of that. He just had a picture that somebody gave him, a real picture. That's how he saw it. She's a beautiful girl, real pretty. You know what I'm saying? And he talked to her. She's real gentle. Stuff like they would get up in the morning. She would be having Bible study. They'll be reading the scriptures together. So she had stole his heart before he even met her half the time. Because he fell in love with her spirit first. That's the thing. He fell in love with her spirit and her energy. But he told me. So when we went to Africa, he was like, man, I don't even care, man. I mean, I like old girl over here in Africa, but I think I'm falling in love with old girl, man. He told me. When we was on the plane and going to London, he told me that. I was like, oh, okay, that's good, man. I'm happy for you. He got back and they wound up getting married. You know what I'm saying? So just make sure that you know what you're talking about when you talk about you really want a wife or you looking for. Yeah, that's the thing. Are they really looking for a wife or not? You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's the thing. Like, are we really looking for a wife? If you're really looking for a wife, it's it's women out there that want to be married. All of them ain't ugly. Okay? It can be done. But are you willing to put in the time, effort, and energy and do the things you need to do? Firstly, get your money right. If you ain't got your money right, how you gonna get a wife? I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you ain't got your money right, what you gonna move into her apartment? So let's work this out. I ain't saying that. Listen, I'm not saying that every case it has to be this way. Okay, I'm not one of those concrete. She move with you guaranteed. Okay, if you do move in her shit, fine. But if you making $85,000 and you move her shit, it's a little different than you making 20,000. Or you unemployed and you moving her shit. It's a little different. If she making 75, 80, you making 25. You know, you ain't gonna take a special woman to be like, you're gonna have a special woman. Not that they don't exist. Women, they're gonna let you lead, even though you making damn near a third of what she make. Less than a third. She's still gonna be like, you know what? He my man. And yes, that happens. But for the most part, you probably as a man want to have your shit financially together. You know what I'm saying? So that when you do get there, you can say, hey, let's move, we moving into this house. This what, because you got the shit planned out. This is what we gonna loot. This is what we gonna live. I'm already pre-qualified for the house. It ain't an expensive house, 160,000, whatever. Oh, I'm building a house. I bought 160,000. I'm gonna build us a house for 160, but it's gonna be worth 300. See, that's what a boss will do. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we paying 850 a month, but hey, we got 150,000, 140,000 in equity already off the top. We gonna refinance this house in 10 years, and what we gonna pay it off in 10 years. We gonna refinance and pay off all our student loan debt. Everything is gonna be rolled into the mortgage. So we're gonna be debt free in 10 years. When we have kids, we're gonna have to see this where they gonna go to school at. See, that's how you plan. That's a man that's getting ready. See what I'm saying? That's a man that's getting ready. So, I mean, I did kind of want to come out here and talk about that a little bit. I'm about to leave. Let me read a few comments. You shouldn't move in a woman's house no matter what. I'm dating a 20. I'm 25, dating a 27 years old, and we are planning to move into a house his dad owns. Okay, that's cool. It says we have to plan for these. Yep. I used to think Brittany Renner was high class wifey type. Boy, was I wrong. Who is Brittany Renner? We know who that is. Who is Brittany Renner, old Flint? Are they really trying to find a wife or yeah. Does one stop trying to? Okay, so see what else he said about Shaka Zulu. Was way more deep than people knew. Exactly. That character acknowledged invaders coming into Africa to take over. Exactly. I love that movie. One of my favorite movies. It says, don't be like me at 22 and get with a 35-year-old single mother of 4. Ooh. You 22? In your prime? And you 35 with 4 kids? She need a man that's got in a different place, bro. I ain't trying. Some people just ain't. If she 35 with 4 kids, I hope she got them from a divorce or something. 35 with 4 kids, man. She need a man in a different place. She need a man in his 40s, got money, got kids. He ain't really looking to have more kids. He looking, he financially stable. He don't mind being, he got a good heart. He don't really mind helping out with the kids. Yeah, there's guys out there like that. I know YouTube don't let you believe that, but there's guys out there like that. But I ain't the one to be out here talking about no damn 4 kids. Shit. That's a damn family. What did old boy say, David Allen Grill? That's an African village. He's like, oh, hell no. That's way too many. 4? Shh. That's a lot, man. I understand business, but I wish Bob Johnson would have sold to someone black with the same. Exactly. I do too, but I think he just did what he had to do. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. They promoted, let's see, social engineering starts 10 years in advance. They finally told the truth about Sesame Street, Bert and Ernie being gay. What? Bert and Ernie is gay? You ruined my day, man. I used to love Sesame Street. Now my little boy can't watch Sesame Street. Bert and Ernie is gay. Or maybe they just made that shit up, man. They just made that shit gay, man. Damn. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying about social engineering and programming? Can we do our own animated shows? Can we name one black animated kid show that's written and produced by blacks? We can't name one, can we? See what I'm saying? So, I mean, when I hear people say the stuff they saying, people tend to just say certain things without really thinking, man. When they say stuff like, well, yeah, man, black women ain't gonna submit. Like, well, shit, we ain't got no resources. I don't want to sound like a broken record. Get your shit together, then you can green light your own films. It ain't one black man that can green, not even Tyler Perry can green light a film. He can put it together on the sound stage, got his own shit together, do his own thing. I respect the hell out of Tyler Perry. He still needs Lionsgate to carry a lot of his shit. So in order for you to green light the whole shit by yourself and do it all, I ain't gonna say, when I say green light, I mean in a major scale. Now you got people out here doing their own independent films and stuff. I'm talking about really a real black owned Paramount, a black owned Lionsgate, a black owned Sony type shit that where you can put, Marvel Studios type shit. It's a lot of great black comic book writers that got a lot of great material that's been writing since the 90s that will make some great films, man. But we can't put them together. We need the money to be able to do that shit. Then we can put a black woman in there that got the right mindset. That's a black actress. We can make if you want to make an ADOS film, you could do that and make it ADOS and put black actors that are from these black HBCUs that were drama majors. They act like they don't exist. They classically trained as if they're the only people that went to school for this shit. Like people didn't go to Alabama State University with a drama degree. Alabama State every year does a soldier story. They do a Christmas play. And let me tell you, when they do a soldier story, when I tell you that shit is probably the best production I have seen. It's a musical of a soldier story. Y'all remember the movie A Soldier Story? I think it's on YouTube now. But they did it, man. It's like a murder mystery, but it's at a black staged in World War II during a black camp where they trained the soldiers and they wound up killing one of the black sergeants gets killed and it's like a whodunit, right? And man, they do that shit and I'm talking about it's great. And them kids can sing their ass off. Sing. I remember one year I went and the dude sung Near the Cross by Mississippi Mass Choir. Good Lord. Frank Williams. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Y'all don't know nothing about Near the Cross. I'm telling you. One of those Mississippi songs. Man, let me tell you. So that brother sung that song, boy, I was like, boy, he wound up going, he a preacher now. But that cat sung that joker, boy. That's what I'm talking about. Like, you got people with that type of talent coming out of HBCUs every year, can't get into Hollywood. Where do you think Octavia Spencer came from? She from Montgomery, Alabama, went to JD, and she went to Alabama State. In fact, Dr. Stewart, who is the wife in the movie A Time to Kill that played Samuel L. Jackson's wife, Dr. Stewart, she over the department. That's what I'm talking about. It's black people. There's plenty of black trained actors and actresses out here. It's another black chick that be doing a lot of black Netflix movies. She from Alabama State. So miss me with that. It's a bunch of drama majors that can't get in, that are classically trained. I don't want to hear that. But we ain't got nobody, even though we upset about it, we ain't got nobody that can put us in these positions. So when I started arguing with the guy on Dinus Lamir's channel about it, the guy from London telling us to step our game up and we just need to get our shit together. Meanwhile, they coming and taking opportunities from black ADOS people. The point that he was making, he said, well, we're not the ones that greenlight these films, so why are you mad at us? See what I'm saying? That's the excuse. So we need to be able to greenlight our own shit. Stop worrying about what a black woman ain't gonna do. Talking about black women ain't gonna submit because of feminism. Shit, you don't know what they gonna do. Black women broke too. Black women are broke too. Black women have just got a bunch of token positions too. So I mean, I'm sorry if I'm a black man and I'm producing a film and I got billions of dollars behind me, and I would say, hey man, I want this film and I wanted to do this and I want to do that, and I said, and I want you to play as the director, and I don't want no bullshit LGBT shit in my movies. I don't want none of that feminism bullshit in my movie. Who gonna do it? I bet you there'll be a line of sisters around the corner. I want traditional family values. I don't want you to belittle the black man, all that shit. It'll be a line of sisters. It'll be some sisters that'll jump and get on board. And of course, there's gonna be some brothers in it because I'm a brother, right? So I mean, that's it. You know what I'm saying? But when you see movies like The Incredibles 2, I watched The Incredibles 2, man. That shit was so horrible. I can't even let my son watch that shit. It's so bad. Like, it's so man bashing throughout the whole damn movie. And it's so bad. They had a scene at the end. It was on this little yacht, and there was a boat, and they had a TV on there. It was showing a commercial, and the commercial was just this little short 5 seconds. It's so easy, even a man could do it. Like that type of shit. Like this horrendous, terrible shit. This is what they feeding our kids. Can we combat that shit? Nope. That's it, man. I got to go. I got to go take this drug test and do some stuff, man. Y'all, I see y'all. God bless y'all, man.